back to BOS Finance Radio. I'm Emma, tuning in from Ottawa. Fall is now in full swing, crisp mornings, golden afternoons, and a cozy breeze creeping in nights.
And I'm Daniel from Toronto. I heard winter may arrive a little late this year. And regarding the markets? Well, they've given us plenty to talk about this week. Let's dive right in.
So, Daniel, what's happening across U.S. markets this week?
It's a mixed bag, Emma. On Friday, the S&P 500 closed at 6,643. Positive for the day, but still ended the week in the red. The Nasdaq climbed to 22,484, up about 0.4% on the day, but down roughly 0.6% over the week. The Dow followed a similar pattern, breaking a 3-week winning streak.
So, the gains of Friday couldn't quite erase the weekly pullback. What headlines are driving this?
It's a combination. Tech definitely played a big role, but overall investor sentiment was strong across sectors. Plus, nearly $58 billion flowed into U.S. equities this week, the largest inflow in over a year, which really fueled optimism. Still, analysts caution that inflation remains sticky, and valuations are on the higher side. Pharma stocks were hammered after news of a 100% tariff on branded or patented drugs. Global markets, especially in Asia, looked weak. Nikkei, Hang Seng both saw losses. Add to that foreign institutional investor outflows, and the pressure rippled through global equities.
Were there any bright spots in the fundamentals?
Yes, U.S. economic data still showed resilience. Durable goods came in strong, and Q2 GDP was revised upward. Meanwhile, with equities under pressure, investors leaned into gold and silver as safe havens. Bullion saw noticeable strength this week.
And in Canada, how's the TSX holding up?
The TSX Composite closed at 29,761, up slightly on Friday. It showed relative stability given the headwinds, aided by strength in energy and select financial names.
All right, that sets the stage. And now I know our listeners are waiting for the most interesting section of the show, the stock updates. This is where the action really happens, Daniel. Let's dive into which names moved the markets this week, who's leading, and who's lagging.
Exactly, Emma. Let's kick it off with Tesla. It closed at 440.40. A standout moment. Wedbush's Dan Ives raised his target to $600, citing the company's growing AI and autonomy potential. Analysts are mixed overall, but many lean toward bullish.
And NVIDIA?
NVIDIA landed at 178.19. The big headline was a $60 billion share repurchase authorization with no expiration. Sentiment is strong, many analysts keeping it at strong buy, though a few flag valuation risk.
What about Apple?
Apple ended at 255.46. They've been navigating regulatory change in the EU and also rolled out environmental investments in California redwoods. The analyst crowd is split between hold and buy, steady but cautious.
Microsoft was in the news too, right?
Yes. Microsoft closed at 511.46. They limited certain Azure services after scrutiny over alleged surveillance use. Despite that, most analysts still rate Microsoft as a buy, though some are watching governance and ESG more closely.
And Meta. How's that holding up?
Meta had a busy week. It launched Vibes, a new AI-powered video feed tied into Meta AI, Instagram, and Facebook. Also in the UK, Meta is rolling out ad-free subscription options for Facebook and Instagram to comply with regulatory pressure. The stock closed at 743.75, and analysts are reacting with interest.
You know, Mark Zuckerberg's keynote around those Ray-Ban smart glasses got a lot of laughs. The glasses glitch, the demos froze. Classic.
Haha, yes. The AI might have stumbled, but smart glasses? I still believe in them. They're the future. As they get sleeker, cheaper, and more integrated, everyone will want a pair. Just a matter of time. Anyways, next one is Intel. Intel closed at 35.50. The big story. NVIDIA invested $5 billion into Intel, and they're collaborating on CPU and GPU systems. Analysts see potential, but warn execution is the challenge.
Opendoor next.
Opendoor wrapped at 881. It had earlier soared. Some reports cite approx 171% runs, but housing headwinds are real. Analysts remain mixed. Some speculative buys, many holds. Bank of America was steady. They appointed a new president for the Delaware unit and declared preferred dividends. Most analysts rate it hold or buy, stable, monotonic. Palantir closed at 177.57. With its AI momentum, BOFA and others have bumped targets upward, though valuation concerns keep some analysts cautious. The sentiment is mixed. Buy and hold.
Tech still dominating. Let's cross the border. What about Canadian stocks?
Canadian natural resources hit about $33.02. Oil sands strength and good dividends support it. Analysts lean hold buy depending on energy outlook. Suncor closed near $59.38. Without dramatic news this week, analysts mostly hold neutral ratings. The margin sensitivity is a concern. BMO landed around 129.97. There's talk of selling some U.S. branches approximately $6 billion in deposits. Analysts see it as a strategic move. Ratings range from hold to buy, depending on execution. TD Bank ended near 110.25. They redeemed a preferred share issuance, a routine capital move. Analysts are largely hold or buy. Enbridge stayed mostly steady ahead of its Q3 webcast. Analysts lean buy or hold given infrastructure and yield strength. Brookfield closed at around 95.35. A target acquisition passed shareholder approval, and they're active in AI plus infrastructure deals. Most analysts call it a buy. Shopify ended near 195.22, slipping under tech pressure. Analysts are mixed. Some see upside, others caution given margin headwinds. And finally, TransAlta. TransAlta hovered around 1890. Its renewables exposure keeps some bullish eyes, but most analysts rate it hold.
16 names in one sweep, US and Canada covered.
Exactly. Lots of noise, lots of opportunity.
And that's it for this week's episode of BIOS Finance Radio. But don't go too far. We've got something very special coming up. An interesting story of a man and the buzzworld these days we can't wait to share with you, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. We'll be back soon with more stories, updates, and insights from the markets. It's been another busy week here at BOS Finance Radio, and we've loved every moment of sharing it with you. If you picked up something new today, drop us a like. To stay in the loop, hit that subscribe button. And if you know someone who's curious about the markets, pass this along. We're building a community together, and your support really makes the difference. Thanks for spending your time with us, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Au revoir.
See you soon, everyone. Bye. À bientôt.
The information shared on BOS Finance Radio is intended purely for educational and informational purposes. It does not constitute financial or investment advice. Always do your own research. Carefully assess your risk tolerance and consult with a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions.